Hi boys, today I'm going to teach you how to make my giant chocolate chip cookie cake. This is the one that I always made for you when you were little to take into school on your birthday, and then one that I mailed to you when you guys are deployed. So let's get started and talk about the ingredients. You're going to need all-purpose flour. You're also going to need white sugar and brown sugar, and you'll need salt, baking soda, vanilla, 2 eggs, 2 sticks of margarine, chocolate chips, and then we're going to cheat and use store-bought frosting I have. You're going to use about 1.5 of these. I'm using the vanilla, or you can get really creative and use chocolate frosting or even the strawberry frosting, whatever sounds good to you. And you can add sprinkles if you want those. Let's also talk about the tools that you'll need. You're going to need a mixer. You're going to need 2 mixing bowls, a smaller one and a larger one. You're also going to need measuring cups and measuring spoons, a spatula, and then you're going to need a foil pizza pan and then a regular cookie sheet. What I want you to do is go ahead and preheat your oven to 375, gather up all of your ingredients and your tools, and let's get started. Okay, so in my smaller mixing bowl, what I've added is 2.5 cups of the all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Then I'm going to use my spatula, and I'm kind of stirring that together. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started on the wet ingredients. In my larger mixing bowl, I've added 3/4 cups of white sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and the 2 sticks of margarine. Go ahead and mix those up really well, and then we'll get started and adding the rest of the ingredients. All right, let's add the rest of the ingredients that we have. So we have the 2 eggs. Go ahead and crack those on the side and break those into a large mixing bowl. Make sure that you do it very carefully so you don't have any eggshells in there. And then go ahead and get your vanilla and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and get your mixer and mix all of this together. All right, we're nearly done. Go ahead and get your dry ingredients, and I want you to put half into the large bowl, mix that in really good, and then put the other half in and mix that in really good. In my last step before baking, what I've done is I've taken my bag of chocolate chips and I've put them into the cookie dough, and using my spatula, I've mixed them in thoroughly. Okay, now we're ready to pop them in the oven. So what I want you to do is take your foil pizza pan, and I want you to roll it so that all of the edges are up. What I'm trying to do is make a deep dish cookie pan, okay? You see how they're all up like that? That's how yours should look. And then I want you to go ahead and put your dough in there and just smooth it out. I'm going to do that and then show you how mine looks. Okay, so I've put all of my cookie dough into the pizza pan, and I've spread it out, and I've put it on a cookie sheet, and that's just to give it some stability. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put it in my oven for 25 minutes, and when it comes out, I'm going to show you how it looks. My timer's gone off, so let's take a look at my cookie. See how that's nice and golden brown? It's absolutely perfect. I'm going to put it on a cooling rack for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, I'm going to put it in my refrigerator for another 20, just to make sure it's chilled all the way through, and then we can proceed with our last step, which is to frost it. I finished cooling my cookie, and now I'm going ahead and I'm frosting it with the frosting that I have. And like I said, I've used the vanilla, but you can use chocolate or strawberry or whatever kind of frosting that you'd like to use. And just a tip, if you're going to send this to a loved one or a buddy that's deployed, what you want to do is go to your local pizza place, whether it's a Pizza Hut or a Domino's or whatever you have as your local franchise, and ask them for a pizza box, a large one. This will fit into it perfectly. Then what you want to do is add a piece of bread to it, to the package, and what will happen is the bread will get stale, but the cookie won't. So that's a good way of keeping it fresh. So I frosted it. I've got some of these little candy sprinkles. I've sprinkled that on the top. And voila, it's good to go. Well guys, I hope you enjoy making this cookie. It's very easy and it's very delicious. And for everybody else, we've taken all the calories out. It's completely guilt-free. Have a great day, boys. I love you. Bye.